put on the Pistons and
Clips on deck tonight. Going up against him. But I've never been one to just get out the way. I'm ready to step up. Gotta earn my stripes sometime, you know?
you heard what he said. That's what we're gonna be doing. Be calling some people. So, if you guys didn't notice or watched our old videos, or last video, or two videos ago, I'll tell you the first one. We got 50 subscribers, 52, then we bumped to 62 subscribers. Right now, maybe even 64.
It's Detroit Pistons NBA action.
And
the Motor City. The Pistons are looking to take on a Western
and
Conference
then the
opponent.
video after that, we said that we have
spend a Monday night
plan
then
on
with the
Clash of
2K
Clans. You
Sports
guys should
team
all
and the
join it
NBA.
and help us
Welcome,
win
everyone.
some wars.
This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Clan of ASAP.
And the Clippers head back to Los Angeles after today's contest.
For of and all caps for ASAP.
Checked in for Morris.
Yeah,
and Freak subbed in for Jody Meeks. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Crawford's checked in. You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. And it's Green in at the small forward. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to speak with head coach Doc Rivers. I asked him about the difficulty defensively against a team that's so smart and controlled offensively. He said that's a great point. They really do a terrific job of executing their offense. Not a lot of miscues or missteps. We need to be just as disciplined if we're going to get the upper hand. And down 1-0 in the season series, guys. We'll see if they can even.
All right, Doris, thank you. I think the message coach has delivered is well focused, guys.
Yeah, straight to the point there. I mean, defend their shooters with every ounce of energy they can muster.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach go deep into his bench tonight because of that. They're going to be expending a ton of energy on defense, and he's going to need everybody to be ready to play.
Boy,
I tell you, it was a tough road for the Clippers in the playoffs. They get by the Spurs in round 1 in a 7-game emotional series, then immediately have to go up against the Rockets in round 2.
And we all remember the Clippers would go up 3-1 against the Rockets. They had that 19-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 6, but couldn't hold on to it and lose Game 7. And it was one of the biggest series collapses really in postseason history.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Harris. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Jackson.
And he came off that screen, and the knee just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Freak kicks to Blake. From outside the arc, and that is good. Blake's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
And he gets it to go.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Pistons leading by 11. There's the pass to Freak. They get a hand on it.
I said
Blake
I was
dishes
done,
to Baines.
but I'm still taking those shots. But here I go.
Touch off the glass. Freak's got his first bucket in this one.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters. But if they even approximate that, watch out.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass. He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
That's good.
No, it's not.
Blake kicks to Freak.
I'm gonna drain this buzzer beater, watch. I'm in love.
The three. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player.
It was definitely a hard decision. I had to sit down with my family and weigh the options and really take the time to figure out what's best for me. It was tough. I mean, I loved my team, my coaches, and just the whole college experience, you know. But on the other hand, there's always a risk of injury, you know. I just felt like I was ready to take my game to the next level, so why wait? And I think it turned out for the best. No regrets.
Well, with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question, Kevin, that's the case in the landscape that we find ourselves in. But, you know, there's something to be said for developing all 4 years in college when that's the best route for an individual player. Nowadays, I think, unfairly so, there's a ton of pressure on young guys sometimes to leave prematurely. We'll see if Freak's decision pays off for him long term.
No, that did not count. What? Boy, 1v1 me.
Hit. Shooting one.
I quit.
And the Pistons with possession here. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And nothing to be ashamed about in that game. It was a great effort, I thought, all around. They just needed to have 1 or 2 breaks go their way.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, both teams I thought played well enough to win the ball game, and yet it doesn't work out that way. There are no ties, so unfortunately they were the ones who came up short.
No!
Austin Rivers traded to the Clippers last year. A change of scenery did him well, and he was comfortable coming off the bench.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, he seemed to get steady playing time, and that's what he needed most. And also, he wasn't defined by position. They were able to find a niche role for him to play in.
I'm not shooting any more threes.
1:35 left in the second quarter. Inside, layup off the pick. And the layup is up and in.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers was just a man on a mission. He ended with 20 points, and he was on target the whole contest. Very few misses from him all night. Just another fantastic showing in what has been a great stretch of basketball.
Thank you. Somebody listens.
It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on the roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
And stolen by Freak.
Go down all the way.
Down low. And so he earns a trip to the line.
You gotta make those, man.
Shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Pistons have shot
10
of 13 from the free throw line. First free throw is good.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well? Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Blake with the steal. 3 seconds left.
That jump
and
was
through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Pistons on top, opening up a huge gap. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
And he was like,
Doc, looking at the offense right now, what needs to change?
We gotta move the ball.
It's Doc Rivers. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. He's probably gonna get yelled at. Let's go.
Starting the second half, big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Pistons. Freak comes in for Meeks. The Clippers also changing it up. Pierce is checked in for Griffin. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Green is out there with Pierce. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
I like the way they're working the ball.
They need 20 more points to catch up. You can do it, guys.
And typically good things happen.
Drummond with a screen on Paul. To the middle, off the screen, and it's Drummond.
Jeez, you could block that. Look at it. He was like...
High riser, no doubt about it.
You could like not
to
stood there like
what am I supposed to do?
Maybe I should have.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate
Why do I
right
have to
into
do
it. Well
this?
executed.
And guys, Jeff Green, by every measure of athleticism and skill,
Oh,
should have become
this
one of
is
the
skill.
game's better small forwards, but
That was
inconsistency
pure
has
skill.
plagued him throughout his career.
And Kevin, I always go back to something my college coach told me. The
the
mental to
wild,
the physical
angry
is 4 to
purple
1
fro.
in this game. And so
And he's
through
gonna
those
block
second
you!
full seasons, he's
And
teased
I
everyone
shouldn't have
with
done
that
that.
talent. And then
Oh,
it does
you
suddenly
missed. Yay,
disappear.
I'm happy.
And there's no other way to describe it other than the fact that it is mental. He
That
hasn't
was
been able to
skill!
sustain it in terms of the consistency.
Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo-doo. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. This is skill. How do I go back? What? No, I didn't mean to do that. Watch this. He's like... Yeah, you have to tell me that was skill, right?
And that's why he hasn't fulfilled his potential.
Comments, please.
Crawford kicks to Paul.
Oh, by the way, today
1:32
was my
left in the
last
third quarter
day
of
of
the game.
school, and now I can be
Well, at
making
this point in his career,
videos
Clark,
like
it's safe to call
every
Chris
day,
Paul one of the
every other
all-time
day,
great point
every
guards.
week.
Yeah, without question. I mean, for a long time,
I'll
it was hard
I'll
to
be making
argue
a
that
lot more
Chris Paul
videos,
wasn't the
so
top point guard
please
in the league. Even now, you
subscribe,
can make
leave
arguments
likes,
for
and I'll
others, but
post
Paul
more
is
videos
always going to be in the
in more
conversation.
time.
And with Paul, it is all about his consistency.
Or in less time,
Other
I
point
mean,
guards will have
whatever.
better years
Same
or
thing.
stretches than him, but he just puts up huge numbers year in and year out, literally like clockwork.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Detroit. Blake comes in for Jackson.
Go, man,
The Clippers also
go,
making some
dude,
changes.
it's Graham.
Aldridge comes in for Pierce, and it's Austin Rivers in for Jeff Green.
You know, it's amazing to me how little fanfare CP3 gets. I mean, he's not a flashy player, but you look at his effectiveness on the court, and he's a once-in-a-generation kind of talent. I mean, he's done it all his entire career.
2 points.
There's the pick. Rivers passes to Aldridge.
I've never
Kicks it out to
played
Paul.
this game again.
Beyond the arc.
Oh, no.
That's good. Paul's got 10.
Just reliable, guys. He's just
They need 20
always
points. You can
trying
do
to
it,
make the
guys.
right
You
play.
can do it.
The dish to Freak.
Well, actually, they need 19 points to be exact.
The feed to Harris. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Some solid D from Paul.
Boy, let's
Those
go!
are chances.
1v1 me!
Always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
To the paint, looking to end his cold spell. And Freak
Thank
with the
you.
layup. And the Pistons
Thank
lead by
you.
21.
Man, have they been effective at getting
Yeah,
the ball
scored 4 points
inside.
and have
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies
Did he
defensively.
seriously just
I mean,
break
they've given
my
up 5
ankles?
straight
I
good
didn't
looks
do
in the paint.
crap. I think that's what.
Nice job coming off that screen.
And
12
that
points
he
for Chris
just
Paul.
scored with
Just a
luck.
positive force
That was luck.
right
That
now for
other
these
score
guys.
was
And though his
skill.
team has fallen a bit short, it's not because
Oh.
of his. No question he
Yeah,
got
be
bumped on that
patient
shot.
on
Yeah, the
offense.
officials didn't need to
Okay,
talk
I
that
will.
one over. It
I
was
will be
obvious.
patient on offense, if you say so, coach.
Free throw good.
Hey,
Freak.
another
so it's
one.
both teams making substitutions here.
Score another one. Another
And
one.
both free throws good
Another
from
one.
Freak.
Another one.
Here's
Another
Rivers.
one. Another
Still
one.
getting
Another
warmed
one.
up
Another one.
offensively.
Another
No
one.
buckets
Another
yet
one.
in the game for him.
Yeah.
Feeds it to Griffin. pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
Oh, did you see that? That was so
And here at the end of the third quarter,
did
it's
you
a
see
double.
Those people fighting? Oh man, I can't. They're like.
Welcome back.
Oh, my mic fell out. Wait, can I see them? Nope, I can't.
Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Pistons leading by 19. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Pistons, Jody Meeks out there with Jackson.
Here at Louis with the Bromley Studios. Let's go. What's what?
Jackson with it. Pass to Freak.
Kobe. No, catch it.
Rebound.
And that's an important rebound.
That's exactly why I'm
Kobe. The board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
Reggie Jackson.
If you look at Chris Paul, you're looking at a guy who really is the standard bearer of point guards. I mean, he can pass, he can score, he plays great defense. He also competes. But what makes him the floor general that all others are measured against, really the instincts and leadership.
And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in. Going back to Chris Paul, if you could build a point guard from scratch, Clark, he might be the model.
Yeah, I tell you what, you could do much worse than him, that's for sure. One of the very best. 6 times he's led the NBA in steals. Just an incredible all-around player.
I didn't mean to pass it to that guy. No, he's tall.
For the last 2 seasons, he's led the league in
yeah,
assists.
now I get less, even less.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Pistons leading by 9.
What retard would do that? Apparently
Jackson kicks to Freak. .131 left here in the fourth quarter. Crawford with the steal. And here we go with Chris.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam.
No,
giving us a great look at that one. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Brooklyn Nets. Morris dishes to Drummond. That is good.
Hey,
ball move. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Or you guys can tie it. You can do it. 3 threes. 3 times 3 is 9. Yeah, 3 threes. 3, 6, 9. Yep, I'm right. I had to check my math because I'm bothered like that. If you guys like this video, please stay tuned to my next video that I'm gonna be doing on Just Cause 3. My cousin kind of texted me on that, and yeah.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Oh my God! They are
he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Yeah, foul me, boy, foul me.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter.
Oh yeah, we have to hold the ball basically.
Now, Freak. He kicks to Drummond. Just 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And it's Freak missing. The Los Angeles Clippers come to this one after the win against the Nets in Brooklyn. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Paul's shot is off.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Shoots from 14, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Clap your hand.
Pass to Jordan.
If you're happy,
to the inside. From deep. Offline.
That would have been cool.
And so the Pistons take the
I
win.
hope you all
They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there, the outcome was in doubt.
See you guys later. ASAP Community out.